Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this strawberry matcha cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl and place in your room temperature butter followed by your sugar, then mix the two together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency, and then you'll want to mix this for around 7 to 10 minutes or until the mixture is much lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Once you've got the butter and sugar mixing, you can go ahead and make the matcha part. So into a bowl add your matcha and your vanilla and just add enough milk to combine it all together, and it should make a semi-liquid paste but it should be thickened ultimately. Once you've got that, you can set it aside until needed a little later on. Here is what your butter and sugar mixture should look like once it's ready. Then add in your eggs one at a time, beating well in between each addition. Being careful to not scramble the mix. Add in all your eggs and you're then good to go. While the mixture is still going, add in your matcha mixture and you'll notice that an instant change in colour is what will happen, and that's perfect. And just mix until fully incorporated. You don't need to do anything more. You know, it looks good. The colour looks kind of swampy, I know. Then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, so don't forget to scrape the top and the bottom of the bowl. And you may notice that my mixture is a little bit curdled because of the amount of liquid I've added. Then add in your flour and baking powder and mix on a low speed to start with, working up to a medium-high speed, and then you should come together and look like a smooth cake batter. Give your bowl another scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits of dry ingredient that may not have been fully worked in earlier on, so just make sure to get those final bits incorporated. Grab yourself two 6-inch cake tins which have been lined with parchment paper and divide the cake batter between them. Then place them into the oven and bake them off. All that information will be in the blog post which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you are interested. While your cakes are baking, you can go ahead and make the buttercream, so grab yourself a pan and place in the sugar and the water, then mix the two together until they are well combined. Then place on the hob and allow it to come up to 121 degrees Celsius. Make sure you're using a thermometer to get the perfect temperature. While that's doing its thing, you can go ahead and grab yourself a mixing bowl and place in your egg yolks and the whole egg. Then whisk this until it goes from like an orangey colour to a much paler yellow colour. Should almost be white, that's what you're looking for in this. So once you've achieved that and your sugar mixture has come up to the right temperature, you can steadily add the liquid mixture to the eggs. Make sure you turn the speed down as you do not want to get this on your skin, as it will burn and it will not be a pretty size. Once you want to mix that until you can touch the bottom of the bowl with the back of your hand. Once you can add in your butter chunk by chunk until it's fully incorporated. And then just keep going and you'll notice the mixture thickens in the last few bits of butter being added. That's what's great about this recipe. Just keep mixing until it's incorporated. Then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. So don't forget to get the top and the bottom of the bowl, but this buttercream is generally quite good and it doesn't really have any imperfections. Then you'll want to divide the cake batter around, I want to say 3/4 to a quarter, and into the 3/4 add in your strawberry powder and some strawberry paste. And then you can mix this on a low speed to start with, working you up to a medium-high speed until it's fully incorporated. I did also forget to say add in the vanilla, but you can see that I added some vanilla and it will turn out once it's mixed into this very pretty pink colour. Set aside until it's needed a little later on, giving it a scrape down just to incorporate any bits that may not be fully worked in. Into the other quarter, add in some matcha and mix it in until it's fully incorporated. To start the assembly of the cake, grab your plate, board or stand and place a blob of buttercream into the centre, then place your first layer of cake on top. Then pipe a ring around the outer edge of the cake and fill in the centre with some of the strawberry buttercream, spread and level it out as best as you possibly can. And then to add as another strawberry element, I keep a little bit of space and I add in some strawberry jam. This is optional, you don't need to do this, but I felt like it works very well. Just level that out and then place your second layer of cake on top. And then the process is done. You could leave the cake at that if you wanted, but to finish your cake, I pipe the strawberry buttercream around the outer edge of the cake, and it doesn't need to be perfect, as we will smooth and level it out. Pipe some buttercream on top, spread and level that out as best as you possibly can, and then really you can go ahead and start smoothing it out. And the moment you start smoothing it out, you'll notice that, wow, okay, I added enough buttercream in the first place, because I hate cakes with too much buttercream. So just adding the perfect amount is key to getting a good cake. Again, you won't get it perfect on the first time, so any imperfections or gaps you have or anything you're not happy with, you can add and take away. Once you're happy with it, you can get rid of the scraggly edge around the top of the cake. And then I find that now is the perfect time to add on the matcha buttercream, and I just add on dollops all over the cake, like so, some on the top, some near the bottom. It's really up to you, and you know how much green you want to add and how much matcha you want to add. The cake has got a strong matcha flavour, so you want that to balance well. So I only added a little bit, and it looked like a lot here, but by the time you scrape it off, there's not as much there. Then just go in and scrape it out, and you might think, oh no, I've ruined the cake. No, you can keep scraping until you've taken some of that green off and you're happy. On top, I pipe a swirl, not a pipe, I use a spatula, palette knife to get a swirl on top of the cake. Then just before I place it into the fridge for a bit, I get some freeze-dried strawberry and create a border around the bottom of the cake. Again, this is just for flavour and texture, it's really up to you. You don't have to add this if you don't want to, but I find that it works. My cake was really warm because this was during the summer of last year. I then just pipe around the outer edge of the cake in this kind of pattern, or formation, whichever you want to do. Then top this with some more of the freeze-dried strawberry. Again, this is completely optional, but you can do whatever makes you happy. So then you can go ahead and serve the cake. I've kept mine in the fridge for an hour as it was really warm, but if it's not too warm where you are, feel free to serve it straight away, but I always recommend chilling it for a bit first. Here's what you've got: a Matcha cake, strawberry buttercream, what's not to love? But that's all for today. I hope you enjoy your video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be links to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.